see from our clock, we're about 34 minutes away from the start of our game coverage. We're going to give you something a little bit different right here. You know, when it comes to Chicago sports, there are your average run-of-the-mill fans, and then, of course, there are the diehards. One Southsider loves his team so much, he has their logo shaved into his head, and it's no simple task. Our CSN crew filmed over 4 hours of hard work, but for barber Simeon Dill, it is really true artistry.
I love my city, you know, born and raised in Chicago. I'm a diehard sports fan, you know, and I just love the White Sox, Bears, Cubs, you know, all the teams. I got a friend, Simeon Dill. He's a great barber.
What's going on, bro?
How you doing?
What you getting today?
Chicago teams, you know, the Bulls, Bears, Sox, whatever. You know, he always did designs in my head, and I decided one day, like, why not get all the teams?
So you want something like this?
Yes, sir.
Let me take a picture of it. Let me see if I can come up with something.
I sat in the chair for 4 hours one time, just getting all the teams cut into my head.
I think it's a way that we can incorporate a few of these logos. It won't be all 5, but I know I can get at least 3. Is that cool?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Everyone loved it, so I keep doing it.
We got to start with a clean canvas. I'm doing Cubs, Sox, Bears, and Bulls. So I think I'm going to do baseball on each side, Bears up top, Bulls in the back. I started getting my hair cut at the barbershop. I started liking the way the barber cut my hair. And then when I couldn't get to him as often as I used to, I decided to start plugging at my own head. And I just got kind of good at it. And here I am today. I'm not trying to get all the details done at the same time. We're just trying to get some lines to start. I'm going to start with the head of the bull, because that's probably one of the simplest designs to do. So it's very vague, but you can kind of see I'm going with the horns, with ears of Benny, and then the frame of his face.
When the barber's cutting your hair, they don't want you all like, let me see where you at, because it could look like something that is not, you know, the in-between. It's all about the finished product.
Oh, okay, I got it. I know exactly what I'm going to do now.
To look at a barber's work in between, I don't feel is, you know, respectful.
A lot of times, a client won't be able to see the same vision you see. You got to kind of keep them away from the mirror for a little while. Once I got a kind of idea of what I'm doing, I can just cut hair away from the area. It doesn't look like much now, but I promise it's going to turn into something. So basically what I'm doing is just trying to cut out the shades and the shapes that I want to use. If you make a mistake going detail, it's kind of hard to go back on the mistakes. But once you cut too much hair, it's over with.
It's very rare that you come across somebody with such an imagination, you know, that he has. And the way his hands, he's gifted with his hands.
A lot of times with doing really symmetrical shapes, you realize how unsymmetrical the human head is. This bears, more than the detail of the bulls, it's probably going to be one of the hardest things I do. Just because it's so simple, it's so easy to mess up. Okay, so Cubs is starting to come together a little bit. You kind of see it a little bit. That's the basic detail of the bull. So we got the basic shapes of everything I want to do. Now it's just detail work.
Impressive work right there. Coming up next, we get back to some hoops analysis. We'll be joined by our Bulls insider, Agray Sam. He'll update us on all the injury issues. And don't forget, every game, make Bulls Pulse your center for social media.